हेलो एंड वेलकम टू माय यूट्यूब चैनल दैट इज़ मैकेनिकल इंजीनियरिंग। आज के इस वीडियो में हम लोग डिस्कस करेंगे टाइप्स ऑफ ड्रिलिंग मशीन्स। सो द वेरी फर्स्ट स्लाइड दैट इज़ इंट्रोडक्शन टू द ड्रिलिंग मशीन। सो it is the most important machine tools in the workshop next to the lathe machine. So in your workshop you will find different machines like lathe machine, milling machine, drilling machine, grinding machine, boring machine. So this is one of the most important machine tool in the workshop next to the lathe machine. It is primarily designed to originate the hole. The purpose of drilling machine is to originate the hole inside the workpiece. It can also perform number of similar operations. So other than drilling operation, it can perform other operations also like reaming, boring. Then holes may be drilled quickly and at a low cost. So with the help of drilling machine, you can quickly drill the hole and at a low cost also. Hole is generated by rotating edge of a cutting tool known as drill bit. So the cutting tool used over the drilling machine, that is known as drill bit, and with the help of drill bit we can originate the hole inside the workpiece. The drill bit has two cutting edges which exerts a large force over the workpiece which is clamped to the table. Now the types of drilling machine. So the very first type, that is portable drilling machine. The second one is sensitive drilling machine. Third one is upright drilling machine. Fourth one is radial drilling machine. Fifth is gang drilling machine. Sixth one is multiple spindle drilling machine. And the last one is deep hole drilling machine. So these are nothing but 7 types of drilling machine. Now we will discuss one by one drilling machine in detail. So the very first type, that is portable drilling machine. It is operated with ease anywhere in the workshop. So you can easily operate this machine. You can see the image of a portable drilling machine. It is used for drilling the holes in the workpiece in any position which cannot be drilled in a standard drilling machine. So you can use this machine at any angle and you can drill the hole at any position with the help of portable drilling machine. Some of the portable machines operated by hand power, but most of the machines are driven by individual motor. So few machines you can operate with the help of a hand. So here you can see in the second image, it has a handle. You have to rotate that handle so that the drill pass through the workpiece. So it is a hand power drilling machine, but most of the machines are motor powered. Then maximum size of the drill that can be accommodated is not more than 12 to 18 mm. You can drill the hole up to 12 to 18 mm diameter with the help of portable drilling machine. So these are some images of portable drilling machine. So the very first image, that is a portable drilling machine which can be operate with the help of with the help of electric motor. So electrical energy is required for operating that machine. This is nothing but various drill bit which you can use in this machine, and this is a spindle of the drilling machine, and with this key you can attach various drill bit to the spindle of this drilling machine. The second image, that is nothing but hand power drilling machine. So here you can see one handle. You have to rotate that handle so that the drill will move axially and as well as it rotates. So for rotating you have to move the handle, and then for axial movement you have to apply some power to it. So these are nothing but portable drilling machine. The second type, that is known as sensitive drilling machine. It is designed for drilling a small hole at high speed in a light job. So basically with the help of sensitive drilling machine you can drill a small holes but at a high speed. The base of the machine may be mounted on a bench or on the floor. You can mount this machine over the bench or on the floor. There is no arrangement for any automatic feed of the drill spindle. The drill is fed into the work by purely hand control. So here you have to feed the drill bit inside the workpiece by hand control. So there will be handle, with that you can move the spindle up and down. So the movement of the spindle the actual movement of the spindle is controlled by hand movement only. So as the operator senses the cutting action at any instant, it is called as sensitive drilling machine. Why it is called as sensitive drilling machine? Because the operator can sense the cutting action. Means with his hand control he can sense the feeding movement of the drill bit. That is why this machine is known as sensitive drilling machine. And it is basically used for drilling a small hole at a high speed. So here you can see the image of sensitive drilling machine. So it has various handles. These are nothing but the handle with which you can control the linear movement of the spindle. Okay, and the operator has to control the linear movement, that is up and down movement of the spindle, and that is why this type of machine is known as sensitive drilling machine, because he can sense the movement of a drill bit at any instant. The next type, that is upright drilling machine. This is larger and heavier than sensitive drilling machine. So as compared to sensitive drilling machine, this machine is larger and heavier. The arm and table may be moved in an arc up to 180 degree around the column and may be clamped at any position. This permits the setting of the work below the spindle. So you can attach the table at any angle. You can rotate the table as well as you can rotate the arm in an arc up to 180 degree. Then construction of the machine being not very rigid and table supported on a horizontal arm. So this machine is not as rigid as compared to radial drilling machine that we are discussing in next slide. So the construction is not very rigid and the table supported on a horizontal arm. So again, intended for light work, and maximum size of the hole that machine can drill is not more than 50 mm. Okay, so this machine is basically manufactured for a light work, and the maximum hole that you can drill with this machine is up to 50 mm. So here you can see the diagram of upright drilling machine. So this is a table of drilling machine. This table you can attach at any angle. You can rotate this table and you can fix this table. Again you can rotate this arm also. So you can drill the hole at any angle with upright drilling machine. Now the next type, that is radial drilling machine. It is designed for medium to large and heavy duty workpiece. So the machines that we have discussed, that is portable drilling machine, then sensitive drilling machine, upright drilling machine, they are for lighter work, whereas the radial drilling machine is for medium to large and heavy duty work. It consists of a heavy round vertical column mounted on a large base. So it consists of a heavy round vertical column. So this is nothing but a vertical column which is round in shape and which is heavy, and it is supported on a large column. So here it is supported over a large column. The column supports a radial arm which can raise and lower to accommodate the workpiece of different height. So here over this column there is one arm. Now this is the arm which is mounted over the column, and you can lower or raise this arm over the column. The arm may swing around at any position over the workbed. Even you can rotate the arm over the vertical support. The drill head containing the mechanism for rotating and feeding the drill is mounted on a radial arm, and it can be moved horizontally on the guideways and clamped at any position. Okay, so in this slide we will discuss radial drilling machine in detail. So the radial drilling machine consists of a column. Now this is nothing but a column which is round in shape, which is supported over a large base. So this is a base. Okay, now over the column there is one mechanism. This is a mechanism which you can move horizontally over this guideways. These are nothing but the guideways. Okay, so over these guideways you can move over these guideways. These are nothing but the guideways, and over these guideways you can move this mechanism. Okay, so again you can move this arm up and down. You can lower the arm as well as raise the arm so that you can accommodate the various heights of the various workpiece with different heights. So that is one of the advantage. Again, you can rotate the arm over the vertical column. You can rotate this horizontal arm over the vertical column at any position. So at any position you can drill the hole over the workpiece. Now the next type, that is gang drilling machine. When a number of single spindle drilling machine columns are placed side by side on a common base and have a common work table, the machine is known as gang drilling machine. So here you can see there are different spindles and they are mounted side by side on a common base and have a common work table. Okay, so such type of machine is known as gang drilling machine. In gang drilling machine, there are 4 to 6 spindles which may be mounted side by side. So there may be 4 to 6 spindles which are mounted side by side in a gang drilling machine. So here you can see 4 different spindles, they are mounted over a common table. In some machine, the drill spindles are permanently spaced over the work table, and in other position of the column may be adjusted so that the space between the spindle may be varied. So in some of the machines these columns are fixed, whereas in few machines you can adjust these columns so that the space between the holes that also can be adjusted. The speed and feed of the spindle are controlled independently. So the speed and feed of the spindle you can control independently because there are separate motors for the separate spindle. Okay, so in this slide we will discuss gang drilling machine in detail. So here you can see there are 4 spindles. They are mounted over a common table. Again, you can adjust the space in between the spindles so that you can adjust the space in between the holes also. Now these spindles are controlled by individual motors so that you can rotate the individual drill bit with different speed and you can give the different feeds to the different drill bits. So that is the advantage of gang drilling machine. Why it is known as gang drilling machine? Because the spindles, they are 4 to 6. So it is like gang. Okay. Now the next type, that is multiple spindle drilling machine. The function is to drill number of holes in a piece of work simultaneously and to reproduce the same pattern of the holes in number of identical pieces in a mass production work. So in multiple spindle drilling machine, all the spindle will rotate with a common speed and all can give a same feed. Okay. Such machine have several spindle driven by a single motor and all the spindle holding the drills are fed into the work simultaneously. So with single motor you are controlling all the drill bits. That is the difference in between gang drilling machine and multiple spindle drilling machine. In gang drilling machine you can operate the spindle individually because there are separate motors for a separate spindle, whereas in multiple spindle drilling machine there will be only one motor and with that motor you are operating different drill bits. Feeding motion is usually obtained by raising the work table, but the feeding motion also be secured by lowering the drill head. So feed you can give by lowering the spindle or by raising the table. Okay. Now this is a multiple spindle drilling machine. So here you can see the spindle, and to this spindle there are multiple drilling bits. Here you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 different drill bits are attached to a single spindle. This spindle you have to attach to the machine. Okay. And as the spindle rotates, all the drill bits will rotate with the same speed because they are controlled with the same motor. And simultaneously you can drill 7 different holes with the help of this motor. Hence it is known as multiple spindle drilling machine. And how feed is given? Either you can lower the spindle. So you can lower the spindle. Or you can move the table up and hence the feed can be given. Now the next type is deep hole drilling machine, that is the last one. So special machines and drills are required for drilling deep holes in rifle barrels, crankshaft and long shafts. Okay, so basically deep hole drilling machine is used for drilling a deep hole inside the workpiece. The machine is operated at a high speed and low feed. So this machine has to operate at a high speed, but feed is very less. As the workpiece is very long, the drill bit is also long. So you have to give very less feed, but it operates at high speed. Sufficient quantity of lubricant is pumped to the cutting points for removal of chips and cooling the cutting edges of the drill bit. So a sufficient quantity of lubricant, it should be used while machining the workpiece, because a deep hole is to be drilled inside the workpiece, so length of the drill bit is also large, and you have to provide the coolant at the end of the hole. That's why you have to use sufficient quantity of lubricant. A long job is usually supported at several points to prevent any deflection. So as you are drilling a deep hole, so you have to support that shaft at multiple locations so that it is not get deflected. The work is usually rotated while the drill is fed into the work. So generally the workpiece rotates with the spindle, and the drill bit is stationary, it is not a rotating member, and you have to feed that drill bit inside the workpiece. This helps in feeding the drill bit in a straight path. In some machine, both the work and the drill are rotated for accurate location. So in some machine what happens, the workpiece will rotate and the drill bit will also rotate. Whereas in some machines the drill bit is a stationary member, it has only a linear movement, whereas the workpiece is a rotary member. Okay, so now this is a deep hole drilling machine. So here you have to here you can place a long shaft, and that long shaft is supported with the help of this mechanism. Okay, and the drill has to pass through that long shaft so that a deep hole is drilled inside the drilling machine. So these are nothing but 7 types of drilling machine that we have discussed in today's lecture. So once again I will repeat. So the very first type, that is portable drilling machine, that you can use at your home also. So this is an image of portable drilling machine. It can either operate by motor or it can be operated by hand also. The second type, that is sensitive drilling machine. Why it is known as sensitive drilling machine? Because the operator can sense the feeding of the cutting tool. That is why it is known as sensitive drilling machine. The third type, that is upright drilling machine. So this is a larger and heavier than sensitive drilling machine, and you can rotate the table of the machine at any angle, and you can rotate the mechanism of drilling at any angle. The next type, that is radial drilling machine. This is basically used for heavy duty work. So the mechanism is supported over the column, and that mechanism you can rotate along that column, and hence it is known as radial drilling machine. The next type, that is gang drilling machine. So multiple spindles are arranged side by side, and hence it is known as gang drilling machine, and you can rotate individual spindle at different velocities. Next one is multiple spindle drilling machine, where number of drill bits are attached to a common spindle. So all the drill bit will rotate at a common speed. And the last one, that is deep hole drilling machine. So it is basically used for drilling a deep hole inside the workpiece. Examples are rifle barrels. So in that case, a deep hole is to be drilled. It is like a pipe. So it is basically used for drilling a deep hole inside the workpiece. So you have to support the workpiece at multiple location, and with this machine you can drill a deep hole inside the workpiece. So this is all about the types of drilling machine. Thank you so much for watching my lecture.